Hello, Jan here from Forest Bathing Nature Tonic. It's the most beautiful evening. I've brought you out at such a lovely time of day. It's that golden glow time of day when the light changes and everything becomes kind of rosy and golden. It's very still apart from the traffic. The birds are silent at the moment, and there's a real feeling of peace and tranquility. I've brought you to meet one of my favourite trees. It was a magnificent tree in its life, and now in its repose, it's magnificent in another way. It's always been full of holes, and the owls used to hang out inside. Presumably lots of bats as well. However, this year it was deemed unsafe because it's right next to a footpath, so they had to take it down for the safety of people, and now it's forming a completely different function. As soon as it came down, it became clear why it needed to come down, because this massive oak tree, I don't know, 3 people would need to stretch their arms out to reach round it. But actually, it was just a shell in its main trunk. You know, it was only about that thick. And the centre was rotten and hollow. And rotten actually gives the idea of damp, but this is dry. Here's a piece, the interior of the tree. It turns this beautiful, rich brown with shades of sort of coffee and chestnut. Very different in different lights. And it's as light as anything. You see that? This is oak, but it's like balsa wood. I can see a piece of good oak around here. There's none available, but this is, do you hear that? It looks solid, but actually at a minute level it's been completely hollowed out by goodness knows who. Little tiny creatures. It's not full of holes, so it's not insects, but some little tiny creatures or fungi have removed a lot of the substance and left it as a completely different kind of wood. Listen. I find this tree so beautiful. Its beauty in life was its majesty and its size and its age, and it was a beautiful tree. I loved the way the dead on it used to attract the crows and the rooks and the jackdaws to sit on the dead twigs and squabble and chat at the end of the day. The way the owls used to go inside the hole. I don't think they were nesting there, but they used to hang out there in the daytime. And now that it's down, there's a different kind of beauty. I love the colour, the richness of this brown. is delightful to me. Also, the symbol of nature's recycling. Nothing's wasted in nature. She's the master recycler. Nothing is wasted. What was a beautiful tree is now a home to millions, zillions, trillions. Just looking at the end where all the crevices are, there are so many little insects and creatures crawling around, going in, probably nesting in there. It's going to continue to be a host for so much life, and a thing of beauty for many, many years to come. Lovely. So it stood here between two other mature oaks. This one, the time lensed up against, very lovely. And the other one behind. I wonder what they make of this. Now we're learning so much more about how trees are communicating. And these three have stood together their whole lives, really. They're of the same age. And I wonder in its failing years if the other two were supporting this one, because we now know that trees are sharing resources. I guess we'll never know. I can't imagine that we'll learn the language of trees enough to understand the conversations they have. That's a whole area of mystery. We're learning a lot, but I'm sure a lot of it will remain mysterious to us.